Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle. We had beautiful new moon this week, and it was a new moon in Leo on Tuesday morning, early Pacific time. And now we're going to do the reading for this new moon cycle, even though we're sort of into the cycle already. So here we go. So just take a minute and tune in and see if any of these piles resonate with you. Very good. And we will start with the leftmost pile. For the left pile, folks, the card of your new moon is collecting concentrated and focused energy. Behind you we have the Chinese Zodiac, courage, dispelling fear, and before you is the essence of earth. Let's just start with this water card, which is the card for your new moon. So the water is a deeply spiritual element, and you see a woman here sitting in meditation, gazing out at nature, collecting the essence of heaven and earth, as we are between both heaven and earth. So this card is asking you to just settle into your body, settle into yourself, and really collect your information through your center. Collect yourself, and that will guide you to the next steps that you'll be moving forward to. Behind you is a dispelling fear card, courage. You see this tiger looking vulnerable. This card is also about vulnerability as courage. Showing your vulnerability, showing your honesty, showing your fears, and then dispelling them. Being able to show your fears is really about having the courage to say them aloud, and that allows you to release them. In this card, we will also see Avalokiteshvara, this deity holding the dispelling for fear mudra, with one hand up with the lotus and one hand down. And it's that mudra that you can use if you want to dispel fear. This looks like you're coming out of this zone, being more in the collecting zone for this new moon, and then moving into the essence of earth. So you're starting something new coming up for you. Could be related to career or money. This is a Chinese coin. Earth energy also deals with stability, with groundedness, with earthly connectivity and objects. And so embrace this new thing coming for you. Left pile people, I'm excited to see what new thing you're bringing in that has to do with the concentrated energy of earth. Balance, earth is balance, earth is centeredness. We're also talking about this person who's very centered. So, happy new moon, and this is Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle. Now we'll move on to the middle pile. So if you chose a middle pile, your card for this new moon is the appreciation card, filled with gratitude and wonder. Behind you, we have the dream card, Upo Shamanas, and before you is the retreat card, Changi, accompanied by the jade rabbit. So your card, middle pile folks, for this new moon is appreciation. Really being able to use your five senses to appreciate what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you can touch, what you can taste. Like, this new moon is really about bringing in to your vision things that delight you, into your cooking and your food and your tasting, everything that you can appreciate and enjoy. So this is asking you to just be in a state of recognizing how wonderful your life is and how wonderful all that you have created is. Behind you, you're coming from this place of this dream state, the High Priestess, Wu Po Shamaness. And the High Priestess, she sees between the veil, between worlds. She has her eyes closed. So she is of the physical plane, but she's also definitely aware of all the unconscious and invisible energies coming through these dogwood flowers that are floating around. So this tells me that you've been in a really deep connection with your intuition, and you have spent time understanding the duality of our physical life, and now coming into this beautiful appreciation earth energy. And then on your spiritual journey, coming up for you is a retreat card. So we see the Chinese moon goddess here, who's Chang'e, with the rabbit zodiac, the jade rabbit, who is pounding out the elixir of life. Behind them, we have the crystal palace, where they live alone on the moon. And this card's really about spending time with yourself, with your intuition, asking for me time so that you can really understand and connect with your inner wisdom and your inner direction, and discovering where you want to go, what is being asked of you. So a question for you, middle pile folks, is what would you do as a retreat? What does retreat look like for you? Is that a spa day? Is that a day in the garden? Is that a day reading books and lying in a hammock? What is that for you? And maybe that will be coming up for you in the next couple weeks. So for the middle pile folks, this is your new moon reading, and I'm Elizabeth again. Thank you for being here and watching. And if you chose a right pile, for my right pile people, this is the card for your new moon, late summer, another earth card. So earth energy is really coming up a lot in this new moon cycle, season of earth. Then behind you, we have the integration card, coming home to the heart. And before you, the receiving card, showered with the blessings of nature. So my right pile folks, late summer is the season of earth. It's the harvest season. You see this cornucopia here of all that's been harvested. It's this in-between season, in between the end of summer and the beginning of fall. And it's a time of reflection, of just sitting in your bounty and really appreciating everything you've done. All the seeds you planted in the spring have come to fruition. And just being in a state of contentment over everything, all your hard work and what you've harvested. Behind you, we're showing this integration card, which is coming home to your heart. And maybe this has been a bit of a challenge to feel centered, to feel like this Buddha with all 7 chakras aligned. This Buddha sitting at peace in meditation. This is the culmination card of the spiritual journey for this deck, which is being at peace with yourself, in love with the world and with yourself, and in harmony and balance. And this is where you're coming from, and there may have been some obstacles in the way of this. But now you're in this beautiful time of late summer. And coming up for you, we have this receiving card, this beautiful water card. the little nymphs here showing up in front of a spring with all these like gorgeous flowers. And it says showered with the blessings of nature. So this is really understanding that everywhere that we are nature, our nature is nature itself, and that we have within us all 5 elements of nature, and that nature supports our evolution and our growth in the physical plane. So if you are not able to receive, or if you feel blocked in some way, ask yourself, how am I receiving? Like, am I really, when people offer something to me, do I push it away? Or can I really accept the abundance that's around me, the abundance of life? So for my right pile folks, this is your new moon reading. I'm Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle, and we have both guidebooks and decks in the bio if you're interested in connecting more with your intuition and following the Chinese 5 elements and Asian archetypes and the Chinese Zodiac. So many blessings to you, and I will see you for the full moon.